Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from group 4. My name is Andriany Suciarahmany as the moderator and the first presenter. And my friends, Ade Nurhabibah, Anggita Megantari, Fahmi Ramadhan, and Mira Fuji Salamatunnajah as the presenter. Today, we will discuss about theme and rhyme. And these are our keys learning. First, we will discuss the definition of theme and rhyme. Next, we will discuss the types of the theme. And then, we will discuss the function of the theme and rhyme. And we will provide an example. So let's begin with this question. What are the theme and rhyme? In functional grammar, we know that there are 3 types of metafunctional discourse in SFL. There are the field, the tenor, and the mode. We have discussed the field, which is realized through transitivity and clause complex. And also, we have talked about tenor in mood analysis. Now, the system of theme belong to the third category, which is the mode, or in other words, it is how the message is delivered to us. When I hear the word theme, the things that comes to my mind is the main topic of a story. In functional grammar, the concept is quite similar, but perhaps it happens in smaller scale because we don't deal with the whole text, we deal with the clauses. So the theme in the clause is basically the topic of the clause. According to Holiday, theme is the starting point of a clause, while the remainder is a rhyme. Theme is the element which serves as the point of departure of the message. It introduces the main information to be conceived later by the rhyme. In the system of theme, we have 2 different elements, that is the theme and rhyme. As I said before, the theme is the topic of a clause. It is the element that comes first in the text. It is also the element that represents what I'm talking about. When it comes in the middle of the text, themes relates to the previous clauses in the text. So, theme is the topic of the conversation if we talk, or the topic of the text if we read a text. Now, if the theme is the topic, rhyme is basically the one that contains new information, or we can say that this is what I'm saying about it. So basically, it gives information based on what you know, and then you add more information to it. So, to make you more understood about this material, let's listen to the next presenter who will deliver this material in detail. The next material will be delivered by Mira Fuji Salamatunnajah. Time is yours.
Alright, thank you Andriany. Hello everyone, my name is Mira Fuji Salamatunnajah. The first, we will discuss about additional or topical theme. A clause at least has one theme that is the topic of the clause, which is called as topical theme. The topical theme is found from the beginning of the clause. For example, honey, I love you in the morning. It is start with honey, but the word honey in here actually has the qualification to become a theme or topical theme. Topical theme needs to be in the one of the function of transitivity. It is either a process, a participant, or a circumstance. In this one, honey is not a subject, it is not a participant. It is something that you only called somebody. So I is participant. So it means in this one, I is the topical theme. Based on editional type, theme can be identified as marked and unmarked one. When theme is conflated with the subject, it is called unmarked theme. And when a theme is something other than the subject, it can be referred as a marked theme. For example, I drink coffee in the morning. I is the subject of the text, and therefore this is the topical theme. You can say that it is unmarked one. This is basically a declarative sentence structure, subject I plus verb drink. And then in the morning, I drink coffee. The second is marked theme because the speaker wants to empathize on something that is not the subject. And in here, you are not focusing in who drinks the coffee, but you want to focus in this case in the setting of time. So that's all about editional or topical theme. The next material will be delivered by Ade Nurhabibah.
Thank you, Mira. Hello everyone, my name is Ade Nurhabibah and I will continue the presentation and I will explain about the second types of theme. It is interpersonal theme. Alright, if you still remember mood adjunct in the discussion of mood system, I think you won't find this one really difficult. So, interpersonal theme, it is an item that show a point of view on the content of the remainder of the clause. It comes before the Rheme, indicating the relationship between participants in the text. And it has three elements, namely modal adjunct, vocatives, and then finite or WH questions. And then interpersonal elements also occurring before the topical theme are also thematic. So let's discuss one by one. Alright, the first is modal adjunct, like the words maybe, usually, and perhaps, and etc. For example, perhaps we can wait until next week. Perhaps is modal adjunct, and then we is topical theme, and then can wait until next week is Rheme. And next is vocatives. Vocatives is when you call somebody's name to indicate that you are talking to that person. For example, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. And dearly beloved is vocatives because it comes before topical theme. And which one is topical theme? Topical theme is we. And then are gathered here today is Rheme. And the last is finite or WH questions. For example, Mary, didn't we decide to wait until next week? Mary is vocatives, and then didn't is finite, and then we is topical theme, and then decided to wait until next week is Rheme. And you can see on the PowerPoint another example. Monica, hey Joy, what would you do if you were omnipotent? Joy, probably kill myself. And here we can see that certain elements of the conversation have been foregrounded, reflecting the personal nature of the conversation. And then these are called interpersonal theme and include Joy is vocatives, and then what is WH questions, and then would is modals, it is finite, and then probably is modal adjuncts. And that's all from me. Thank you for your attention, and the next material will be delivered by Anggita Megantari.
Thank you, Ade Nurhabibah. Hello everyone, my name is Anggita Megantari. Alright, the last type of theme is textual theme. Textual theme is something that is used to link, argue, and relate to the context. Textual theme consists of continuity. It signals the beginning of a new move in an interaction. For example, you can use the words, well, alright, okay, anyway, by the way, and so on. All of these indicate that the speaker or writer to go to another part. And the next one is conjunctive adjunct. It is relatively flexible in position. A connective can be moved freely, of course, within reason. You cannot just put them anywhere, but you can basically move them to some places and it will still maintain the grammatical sense of a clause. And the last one is conjunctions or structural. It is relatively static in position. A structural conjunction is usually found in the beginning of a clause. You really cannot move it elsewhere because then the clause will be ungrammatical. See examples here. Number 1. Well, what do you think of our new room? The word well here is a signal to move. And number 2. The procedure was simple but nevertheless was very effective. The conjunction but here is practically glued to this part of the clause. You cannot move but to the end. It won't make sense at all because the word but is static because it is structural conjunction. And other structural conjunctions are the fanboys. And then number 3, the procedure was simple but was, nevertheless, very effective. Still grammatical. And the last one, number 4, the procedure was simple but was very effective nevertheless. Again, it is very grammatical. The word nevertheless is not structural conjunction, so it can be moved to other places because it is not static or flexible in position. What changes is only the part that you want to emphasize in the clause. A textual element is considered a theme if it comes before the topical theme. If it's not, then to Rheme it belongs. Maybe that's all for me, and for the next material will be presented by Fahmi Ramadhan. Thank you!
Hello, I'm Fahmi Ramadhan, and now I will explain about the functions of theme. Okay, so the main function of the theme is to signal the relationship between the talk in speaker's mind and its expression in discourse. That is, speaker or writer chooses one element or another for thematic position based on the talk he wishes to express and how he or she wishes to connect that talk to the surrounding text. The theme is the idea that it is represented by the constituent at the starting of the clause. Well, according to Holiday, there are three major functions. For the first one is the additional function. This function indicates a strategy to express our experience to the world. And the second, the interpersonal function. This function refers to a strategy to establish and maintain social relationship. For the next one, the last, is the textual function. It refers to a strategy to create texture and to make language operationally relevant. Okay, so that's for me.
So that's all from group 4. We apologize if there are a lot of mistakes. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.